A 1, 2, ready, go.
First, what we'll usually do is when we get a new scene, we'll do a read-through of it with whoever's in it.
We'll just read through the scene and make sure we have all the lines solidified. And then we start the blocking process. Especially if it's a more serious scene that I think most people can relate to, then you're taking it from a real life experience and then you're channeling it into the character or channeling it into the song. If it's something funnier, then that's kind of just more whatever you feel like is going to be funny and works in that situation.
And then one day you put it together and you actually run the scene or the song that you've been trying to learn for weeks.
My favorite part is after we've already done the nitty-gritty stuff and learned everything.
When we get to a point in time where we're comfortable with the music, where we know our lyrics, where we know what we're doing with everything, and it just comes together.
And you do the dance and the singing and the piano, and all of a sudden it feels like it's a whole song.
I think my favorite part of the rehearsal process is Tech Week.
Tech Week is kind of like the most intensive set of practices that we get. I mean, they're back to back for one thing. You have them every day. You have them for usually a longer amount of time than you have regular rehearsals.
It's like usually like the 3 days before the show premieres, and what it is it's like doing full run-throughs and getting completely memorized and doing like tech stuff like lights and sound, hence the Tech Week. By the time you're done, working so hard by like the last night of tech, it's always really fun. You feel a lot closer as a cast and you feel a lot more confident.
And it's a really nice experience to see what you've put to work and finally have it be a real thing.
It's so worth it to have such a good show, and you get to spend all that time with your basically best friends or your castmates.
And then it magically reassembles itself into something amazing.
And it's kind of like this feeling of like, oh my gosh, we're actually going to perform it, and it's so cool.
Yeah, it's a good time.